What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Abdullah here, coming at you with another live stream of the DMVSportsZone channel. Sorry, guys, I'm a little congested right now, a little under the weather. And in today, guys, I'm coming at you with a late post-game reaction to Virginia Tech Hokies beating the Old Dominion Monarchs 36-17 last night, first week of college football for the Hokies. Lane Stadium was electric. I was there, posted some shorts, and posted Enter Sandman. Enter Sandman, like always, never, never, ever, ever, ever disappoints. And thank God the Hokies got the revenge, man. I mean, Old Dominion has 2 wins against Power 5 team, and both of them were against Virginia Tech last year, week 1, and a couple of years back, I think, when Logan Thomas was quarterback. So again, this was a much needed win. I will say though, I didn't like how it was Old Dominion week 1 sold out. I thought the other team would have been better, but again, the offense showed out. Let me just look at some stats and do some analysis after that. So for the Hokies, Graham Wells was 17-29, 251 yards, 3 touchdowns, and I mean zero interceptions. That's good to see. Kyron Jones, 1 for 1, 8 yards. Grant Wilson, their quarterback, 13-25 for 94 yards, had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. For rushing yards, 19 carries for 55 yards. Grant Wells, 7 carries for 27 yards. Malachi Thomas, 12 for 22. Our boy Bryce Duke that we got on the channel had 1 carry for 4 yards. That 1 carry I was hoping was going to be a touchdown, but just wanted to run the clock out. Kyron Jones had 3 carries for 2 yards. Grant Wilson was looking like Daniel Jones out there, their quarterback, and we couldn't stop the read option. There was no contained. 19 carries for 81 yards. Wicks had 14 carries for 73 yards. And that was it for the ODU. Nothing really eye-popping when it comes to receiving. I mean, their air attack wasn't anything crazy. Couldn't really stretch the field. Now, for the receivers for our team, I mean, a lot of transfers. And they showed out. They balled out as expected, man. I mean, there's a reason why they're here. Ollie Jennings against his former team, 5 receptions, 72 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Lane, 4 receptions, 69 yards, a touchdown. Daquan Felton, 1 reception, 34 yards. Benji Gosnell, 1 reception, 23 yards. Dwayne Lofton, 2 receptions, 20 yards. Aquan Wright, 1 reception, 14 yards. Malachi Thomas had some as well. Fumbles, I mean, Nasir Peoples had a recovery. Josh Fuga had a recovery. I think when it comes to the 1 through 4, I think Derek Canteen, another transfer. So these transfers made an impact come week 1. And I'm looking at, I think, so Antoine Powell Ryland, total tackle, the team tackles, 4 total tackles, 2 sacks, very impressive. Sir People, Jaden Keller, Kelly Lawson, big dude, man. I'm telling you. Keyshawn Burris had a sack. Who else had a sack? Wilfred Payne. CJ McCray. So the defense, well, during strong side interception, almost a pick 6. Tucker Holloway had a punt return for 66 yards. And Jalen Lane looked pretty good in punt returns. John Lowen, 2 for 2. Special teams all around. I think it was a great game overall. Again, it was a get-back game for last year. I mean, it was embarrassing how we lost at ODU. I mean, the botched field goal. I mean, the way it ended, the turnovers. Today the defense caused 3 turnovers, and that's crazy because last year, like I talked about, I think in last week's video or a couple of days ago, the video Grant Wells starting about this defense. This defense didn't really cause any turnovers last year. I think they only had 12 last year in total. So the first game they had 3. So that's a really good sign. But again, let me just talk about some analysis overall. I still think that this team could have easily put up 50 points against Old Dominion. They should have really. Grant Wells, I know it says 3 touchdowns, but there were some accuracy issues as well. There were times where he just couldn't get the ball in open windows, and he missed Ollie Jennings on a touchdown. There was a 4th and goal where I think it was to Tootin for a touchdown. So that's like 14 points right there. That's 50. We could have put up 50. But again, I'm not going to ask for more. I mean, I still think that it was a great game. Defensively, they got to be able to stop quarterbacks that can run, man. I mean, they was so bad where it was just like they just kept on running because Grant Wilson played terrible. I mean, look at that, bro. Like 94 yards over the air, like QBR 39.5. He could not throw. I mean, at one point, him and Grant were just having like a JV quarterback battle. It was kind of funny. But I don't want to hate on the Hokies. This was a great win. Again, Lane Stadium, as always, man. I'll always forever love this place. Hokie Nation is like one of the best college fan bases in all of college football. And Sandman is undoubtedly the best entrance in all of college football. But yeah, man, I mean, it's a great game. Ollie Jennings, bro, I'm literally been hyping this guy up. I think he could be a wide receiver one, along with Jalen Lane and Felton. We have weapons now on offense. This is what we lacked. Didn't have any weapons last year, and we saw it in display. And it was very slow in the beginning. ODU, it was a safety. I mean, they were trying to punt. The punter couldn't, I guess, get the snap off or couldn't hold the snap correctly. It went, I think, behind him, back of the end zone safety. Then eventually, well, as second and third quarter, we started to heat up again. It's a non-power five team. So is it that impressive? No, but it's good to see that they got their revenge. It's good to see. It's like, hey, it's a warm-up game. It's like, okay, let's get ready for other games in the future. They have Purdue on Saturday of next week, 12 p.m. I'm gonna see if I'll go. I have season tickets, but stuff happens. It's gonna be a 12 p.m. game, so it's gonna be pretty early. But I'm excited, bro. Hokie Nation, Hokie football is back. Grant Wells, a lot of fans want him pulled out. Me, I think he played pretty good. If I give him a grade, I give him like a B. Could be a B plus, but there were times where like, dude, we could have had 5 touchdowns this game, snuck one in. It's just the accuracy issues need to be better. The offensive line gave up 0 sacks. That's really great to see, considering like how this offensive line was a big question mark coming into the season. But again, it's ODU, and come next week against Purdue, could be a whole different story. But yeah, start Grant Wallace, keep him in. This offense has the ability to stretch the field, like I always say. And this defense just needs to do better at containing the quarterback and stopping the run, because they were running all over us, man. I mean, let me go over some more stats for that. So first downs were pretty key. Total yards, 368 to 295, beat them in that. Passing yards, destroyed them in that. Rushing yards, 201 to 109. Yeah, they were running the ball all over us. Need to be better at running the ball. And penalties, pretty balanced out possession. We won as well. But again, this is what happens. Turnovers. When you cause turnovers, you create opportunities for your offense. And with the ability to create more turnovers, to the ability to protect your quarterback, the ability to make easy passes. It was a 4th and goal, and Grant Wells missed 2 in like wide. It was such a bad pass, and another one to Ollie Jennings. So gotta do better at that. Hopefully Grant fixes it. It was the first game, so maybe some jitters, but if he wants to Hokie Nation and get off his back and wants to solidify himself as the quarterback one, then he has to be able to make those throws. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching another live stream at DMVSportsZone channel. Hokies win 36-17. Make sure this is just a live stream post game reaction. Sorry, I was pretty late. It's been so busy. It was sick. I was tired. Lane Stadium was electric. Enter Sandman videos are out. Shorts are out. Go watch it. Hokies are 1-0. You love to see it. Let's keep on rolling. Purdue next week. All right, guys.